Standing here at Cape Point, one can really appreciate the significance of a compass. Without it, early sailors would have been lost at sea or obliterated at the Cape of Storms. This is something I think Chrysler can really relate to. But with Mr. Marconi at the helm now, they seem to be sailing pretty well through these troubled waters. And with cars like the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and of course this, the brand new Jeep Compass, they really do have their sails set for the Cape of Good Hope.
Whether or not you like the grander looks, it's hard to miss those weird bubbly headlights. The distinctive protruding wheel arches remain, however, paying tribute to Group B rally cars of the 80s. It's a bold new face that's symbolic of a company that's lifting its head. And with sales and revenue showing double-digit growth, why shouldn't it?
The Compass has always been such an ironic name for me for a vehicle because it's probably been the car that's kind of been the most clueless and directionless for so long. But we are told everything is changing. We've heard how well the company is doing, and it's brands like the new Jeep Grand Cherokee that we raved about on Ignition when we drove it, because I suddenly saw a real improvement in terms of build quality. Funny that an American car could be associated with third world motoring, but that's kind of the feel that you got. That all had changed with the big Jeep Grand Cherokee. The Compass, now being called the Baby Grand, has really gone in that same direction, not only from the styling points that you've heard about already, but also from the interior and the drive. A lot more luxury that's been added into it. What is very interesting though is that for the first time ever, you're going to find a Jeep that comes in two-wheel drive only. And people are going to go, huh? How can it be a Jeep? But it seriously is. And internationally, it's done exceptionally well for them. Why have they gone this route? Well, SUV market, hugely popular in South Africa, showing about a 35% growth year on year. But the biggest movement has actually been in the entry level into the SUV market, which is front wheel drive vehicles. So they've brought the Compass out front wheel drive only in South Africa. Bold move. Also only bringing out one engine option. So again, not confusing the consumer. A 2-litre petrol is the only option you're going to get on the Compass. At the moment, 5-speed manual is the only transmission you've got, but we are told a CVT is coming next year. Again, very interesting because diesel is available in all the other markets. Why not here? Well, they've said to us it's a pricing thing, so they really have done their research. Most of the guys are not going to be buying diesel. There's not a huge volume driver for it, and it's going to push it out of that very special price bracket that they're currently playing in. A Jeep, 70 years of heritage and history, for under 270,000 Rand is just absolutely incredible. And they really are taking the competition to all of its competitors from a pricing point of view alone. As you come to expect with Jeep, everything is added in. They don't have a huge shopping list, so that price you see advertised, you literally can drive that car off the showroom floor.
The interior continues the downscaled Grand Cherokee design theme, with the steering wheel and switchgear reminding you of its bigger, more luxurious brother. It comes with all the safety features you'd expect, plus some novel ones like electronic roll mitigation, which helps to keep Compass on all fours. And even though it is now two-wheel drive only, the 205mm ground clearance means you still have an excellent vantage point inside the Compass.
Leather standard, seat warmers on both seats. My driver's seat has an electronic adjustment, which is amazing. Demisters on the mirrors, electronic, everything. I mean, it really is super well spec'd up, and they really have upgraded the interior. A lot more luxury. Even the rear seats, there's good legroom. The rear seats recline 12% as well, so you know the people in the back can get super comfortable too. The rear seats fold down flat, quick and easy, giving you a very functional boot space to work with, and the passenger seat also folds down. The bit that I really enjoy, which I really noticed when we were driving the Jeep Grand Cherokee, was the handling. Because for me, I love jelly to eat, not to drive, and that's what always put me off with American vehicles. They've got this right. They spend a lot of time putting in new spring loadings and new dampener settings. They've put in a thicker rear anti-roll bar, and that really has helped the dynamic drive of the Jeep Compass. Suddenly now you've got a Jeep, sure, it's got a big wieldy steering wheel, which I don't really like, but when you turn it, the Jeep Compass does turn, so suddenly it's got a lot of direction. I think that's important. They've somehow managed to get a luxurious feel and comfortable ride without losing out on the dynamic ability that an SUV requires for this market as well. Make no mistake, there's going to be heaps of talk about Jeep's Baby Grand, the Compass. What we like about it, it's a cheap Jeep. I hate saying that, because there's nothing wrong with the build quality. But when you think about a brand that's been around for 70 years and you can now pick one up and drive off the showroom floor for less than its competitors, that certainly is a step in the right direction. The other part that I really love about it is, for the first time ever, Jeep has headed into a whole new segment. Even though the Compass has been in SA before, it's never come here in the two-wheel drive guise. And I think they really have some serious aspirations on taking on that ultra-competitive SUV market. Ultra-competitive, extremely well priced. Finally, for me, the Compass seems to have found its true north.